everybody, welcome or welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to be choosing my August TBR using my TBR jar, which is very autumnal themed. Actually, we really need to update this. But I'm going to be picking some prompts out of here and then finding a book that correlates with the prompt off my TBR cart. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm kind of feeling a little bit adventurous and I want to mix it up, get through a few books on my physical TBR. So we're going to see what the prompts have to say and hopefully help us pick some good ones. I think I'm going to pick about 6 just because I do have a few books already in mind just that I'm wanting to read in August for like videos and things like that. So if we go with 6, I feel like that's a manageable number. Okay, first one. First one is a 2-word title. I feel like you would think that there should be a lot, but 2 words is actually kind of short. We have Blue Sisters. We do have Ruthless Vows, but I haven't read the first one. But I do have Divine Rivals, so that could be an option too. We've got Brutal Prince, Love Redesigned, and The Switch on this shelf. None of them are really calling out to me though. What do we have on the back? We've got First Down, which I think is like a sports romance. Hello Stranger, but I don't know if I'm feeling that. Savour It. Maybe we'll go with that one actually. Okay, I'm going to pick up Savour It by Tara Dewitt. I have heard really good things about this and I've very much been in my romance era recently. I feel like I saw a lot of 5-star reviews for this book too. So that is our first one done. Number 2, let's go. So we have an author you have never read. So we need to pick a book from a debut author or like a new to me author. Elsie Silver I've read, Abby Jimenez I've read, Hannah Bonham Young I've read. Blue Sisters, I haven't read a book by Coco Mellors yet. Or we do have Unsteady and I haven't read a book of hers yet, and this one I really want to read, so maybe we'll do that one. Mariana Zapata, I've not read one of hers yet. Sophie Lark, I've not read any of hers. Then I do have like a few of those sports romance that I was on about. We have them. Okay, no. I think I'm going to go with Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. I've heard this be compared to Binding 13 and like that it has similar-ish themes to that story and like their home life, and the couple is similar-ish vibes to Johnny and Shannon. So I've really been wanting to get to this one, and obviously the author is new to me. So we are going to give this one a go. Next one. We have a book that ends with an even number of pages. So for this one, I'm kind of going to think what I want to read off my TBR, and then we will check and see if it has an even number of pages. My issue is though that I really don't know what I want to read, and it's not even that there's other new releases that I haven't picked up that I want to read, but I'm just like, I don't know what on here is like capturing my attention. I think it's because a lot of the books I've had on here I've had for a while, which I know is really bad, but then the more new books that you get, the more I want to read them, and the more that things get pushed to the bottom of the pile, and then I just don't want to pick them up. I do feel though that I kind of keep on coming back to Blue Sisters, so we'll have a look and see what this has. Okay, so that ends on 399, so that one's out. Pop her back. We'll go for Assistant to the Villain, just to sort of switch it up a little bit and add a different genre in there. That one ends on 340, so we're gonna go with this one. Okay, next one. Oh, maybe we should go with the one that's just hopped out. A book with yellow on the cover. Do I? I just spotted one straight away. I don't know if you can even see it. Does this have yellow on the cover though? Yes, it does, because the whole cover is yellow. Is this the correct one though? So this is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. I think this kind of follows the Friendzone sort of series of hers. So I don't know if I'll be able, I guess it doesn't really matter because they're not a series, they're just sort of like interconnected. I'll see if we have any others. We do have this one, but I don't know where this is in the series. Oh, actually, this is the second one in the series. I have already read Off to the Races, which actually this shouldn't be on my TBR, but it's just because I read it on my Kindle. So it's saying at the front that this is the second book in that series, so that is also an option. I know it's kind of like an orangey yellow, but whatever. What else? We do have these three. I think actually I'm gonna go for the Ministry of Time to switch it up a little bit, just because all of these are all romance, and as much as I've been in a romance mood, I don't want to overdo it. So we're gonna go with the Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley. I really don't know what this is about. I believe it's like a general fiction maybe, and there's something to do with time travel, something around that. No idea, but I've heard very good reviews about this, so I'm excited to get to this one. Two more. Book starting with "the" as the first line. That one would have actually worked for that. I don't know if I have any others. Oh, I do have the Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. The Simple Wild, we have that. We have The Way I Used to Be. The Switch by Beth O'Leary. On the back we have The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. The Unmaking of June Farrow. The Co-op. The Prison Healer. Maybe I'm gonna go with that one. Or we have The Great Alone by Kristen Hannah Reid. I think I'm gonna go with this. I feel like we are branching out genres. I'm trying to pick books that aren't just all romance, because as much as I've been loving it, I don't want to get myself into a slump. So we're gonna go with The Great Alone by Kristen Hannah. This will be my third Kristen Hannah book. The other two books I've enjoyed but not loved. And I do actually feel like this one is one of her less well-loved novels. So maybe it's not the best decision for me and her as like an author-reader duo, but we'll give it a go. I've just thought I completely read that prompt wrong. I read it as book starting with "the" in the title, but it's book starting with "the" as first line. Let's have a look and see if this one even works. Oh no, that's spring. I'm gonna go with the prison, no, that's not the right one. I'm gonna go with the Prison Healer and see what this one starts with. Death. Stunning. What else do I want to read? We'll go with Blue Sisters. That one starts with A. Okay. I just don't know what else I'm feeling. Go with this one, Spiral. Toronto, no. The Happy Ever After playlist, let's see. Do You Want, no. The Making of June Farrow, I'm just trying to branch out here. When, no. What if I just don't have any? Am I gonna have to check every single book here? The Ember in the Ashes, let's see. Oh my god. Caraval, let's have a look at that one. It Took 7 years. I really don't know. I know I'm not going through them all, but like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, this one does. Okay. So, Hello Stranger by Catherine Center starts with The First Person I Called. So we're gonna go with this one, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I'm not feeling that excited for this one, but it's fine. Okay, last one. Let's go. We have a reread. I actually really don't know what I'm gonna pick. What book do I want to reread? So up on here, I have some of my favourite books. I have the Addicted series, I have the Magnolia Parks books, and I have Abby Jimenez and Emily Henry books. I also have ACOTAR and Throne of Glass on the bottom, or I could read Binding 13, but I'm already re-listening to them. I think I might do an Emily Henry one, just because they are standalones, where I know if I start rereading Magnolia Parks, I will want to reread the full series, because that's what's happened with Boys of Tommen, and that's what happened when I listened to ACOTAR. So we're gonna go with, do I want to reread Beach Read or Happy Place? I'm gonna go with Happy Place. Have to move Dobby. Okay, I'm going to reread Happy Place. My favourite Emily Henry book. Absolutely love this so much. And I'm actually really excited to reread it because I can go through and fully annotate it. Haven't reread this since it came out, so I'm excited to get to this one. Okay, so that is our August TBR. We have 6 books. Let's do a quick little run through. So for the 2-word title prompt, we are reading Savour It by Tara Dewitt. For the An Author You've Never Read prompt, we are reading Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. A book that ends with an even number of pages, we are reading Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. A book with yellow on the cover, we are reading The Ministry of Time by Kellyanne Bradley. Book starting with "the" as the first line, we are reading Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. And then for the reread prompt, we are reading Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm really excited for this TBR actually. I feel like it is a good one. We've got a few different genres in there to mix it up. Some of my favourite authors, getting to reread one of my favourite books. That is very exciting, and hopefully it will wrap up like my summer reading nicely. Make sure you are following my Goodreads, my Instagram and everything like that so that you can see my thoughts on these books and live updates and everything like that. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.